Greetings everyone and welcome to this fun story-based playthrough of Mount & Blade Bannerlord. We'll be following Ethelbald on his quest to become a powerful Baron of Vlandia. Hopefully we won't get captured by a group of crazed sea raiders and forced to eat our own sandals. If you do enjoy the series, give likes and comments. You guys know that I make these videos just for you. So your likes really do show me that I'm not just sitting here talking to myself like some weird creepy old guy locked in his room. Anyway, without further delays, let's continue. The moon shines bright on this cold, dark night. You walk through the thick trees and forests on your way to Vlandia when you hear the faint sounds of a fire crackling in the distance. Heading towards the warm glow of the fire, you find a place to rest your tired feet before setting off to meet your friend in the Vlandian town of Sagot. Greetings my dear friend and welcome to Vlandia. I'm glad you made it to Sagot safely. Those roads are dangerous. Those damn looters will take everything you own, including the rope holding your pants up. That sounds wrong, moving on. So, Sagot, a pleasant town with pleasant townsfolk. The marketplace usually has some pretty decent wares in, reasonable prices too. Talking of money, we really need to go and make some. Money means more men and better armour. And since this torn, piss-stained bag and trousers I'm currently wearing provide as much armour as a shirt made from cow dung, we really need to buy some better equipment, my friend. But first, let me give you a little background on the Kingdom of Vlandia. So, Sagot, my friend, very pleasant place, as you know. Now, it's currently governed by Durthur, King of the Vlandians, the mighty Vlandians, of course. The town is of average wealth. You do hear some complaints about prices, shortages, greedy merchants, but no more than normal, really. No more than anywhere else. There's a couple of little towns just on the outskirts of Sagot. There's Kaliok, lovely little place, very quiet little hamlet. It is very nice. There's also Third, which is up north as well. I've got a couple of friends up there, very pleasant hamlet up there, and we can get some food and grain and things from there. Very lovely place. Now the problem with Sagot is it is very close to the Western Empire. I'll go a little bit more into a couple of the other kingdoms in Calradia after we've gone through Vlandia, but it is something to be definitely concerned about, as people can come marching through the mountains there and straight to Sagot. So normally our armies in Vlandia do hold them off, but nevertheless worth mentioning there, my dear friend. Let's go and have a look at a couple of other places. Next on our little list is just south of Sagot is a place called Karas. Really nice little town, and you can get some horses, and the marketplace normally has some pretty good wares in there as well. It can be a little bit expensive, so worth bearing in mind. Again, it is very close to the Western Empire, but Huzank Castle does defend the entrance to Karas, so it tends to be a little bit more safer. However, it is along the ocean coast there, so we can get quite a lot of sea raiders and things like that. Those guys are pretty mean, and we really want to be trying to avoid them if we can. Let's go and have a look at a couple of other little places around Vlandia. Of course, we have Jaculan, which is just west of Sagot, and it's a really nice place. There's quite a lot of forest area. Looters love to ambush you in the forest area, so we do need to be a little bit careful. The owner of Jaculan, the Baroness, she's really nice. I haven't really spoken to her too much, but I do know she's a pleasant lady. Other than that, a bit further west, we have Galend. This is another town governed by King Durthur, and it is a very popular place. The walls are big and mighty, and it is a very safe place. However, there's a lot of forest land around there again. quite a lot of looters. We do need to be a bit careful going up there, so that is something to bear in mind. If we go up north a little bit more, we get to Pravend. Pravend is a really prosperous place. This is where we can get our food. There's a lot of fish and bread and all sorts of stuff over there, so that is a really popular place for us to go. Just a little bit further up north as well, we've got Oxhall. Oxhall, very lovely place. They do a lot of pottery and woodwork over there, so that's somewhere we can get some stuff to sell. Really nice little place. Also, the Baron there is a really nice guy, very pleasant. A little bit further up, we do have there's a small passage where the Battanians can just come through into Vlandia. We'll go a little bit more into that after I've explained Vlandia a little bit more to you. So going a bit further up north, we do have the industrial heart of Vlandia. We have Rovalt, which is a very lovely place. We can buy weapons and tools. We also have Ostican, which is a very popular place. I do believe there's a jeweler there, and we could probably buy some jewelry. It is expensive, but we can sell it elsewhere for quite a nice little bit of profit, of course. Also, Turby Castle, that protects the land round there. So that is the Vlandian kingdom. Let us go and show you around a few more kingdoms. And this kingdom we're looking at here is the kingdom of the Battanians. Now, the Battanians are a forest people. They're very humble. And yeah, I mean, they're absolutely excellent with bow and arrow. Their longbow skills are incredible. They're very powerful people. And they're a lovely people as well, very pleasant. The land is reasonably rich. Wood and charcoal tends to be something we can get quite in abundance over here, along with grapes, wine, and things like clay and pots and things. So yes, very promising place and brilliant place for us to trade, and yeah, absolutely wonderful place. As you can see, it is very much borderlining with the Vlandians, and if we go down south a little bit, it also just comes in to the Vlandian territory near Sagot as well. Abcoma Castle is quite a powerful castle. There's not too much problems if we go over to the Battanians. It is just me and you, my dear friend. I'm pretty sure the Battanians are not going to be too worried about just me and you turning up in our dirty rags. Not a problem at all. Let me give you a little background on who is the king of the Battanians. So this is the mighty Caladog of the Battanians. He is a really majestic, and he's a very polite chap. We've never really spoken to him because, of course, we're pretty lowborn and this guy's a lord. So, yeah, but from what we hear, he's a very pleasant guy, really nice guy, and he's got a lovely beard. He gets our vote any day. We do know that he's a generous man, he's daring, he can be a bit devious and cruel, but all round, very pleasant guy. Let me show you a few of the other kingdoms around. So, just going a little bit further up north from the Battanians is the icy cold lands of the Sturgians. These guys are very Viking faction. They love big axes, shield walls, very powerful infantry. And the land is not... You can get fur and fish and things, but it's not very rich. It's not really somewhere we tend to want to go trading too much. They are bordering the Battanians as well as the Empire. I'll go a little bit more into the Empire, don't you worry, my dear friend. So it is quite a bit of a walk to get all the way to Sturgia, and places are not that close together, and it can be a bit of a, really? But sometimes it is worth going over there. Let me show you the king of the Sturgians. He's a powerful man and he's a big man. So this is Ragnvad, very powerful Viking lord, very powerful indeed. As you can see, he's got a reasonably good beard, bit wispy, but still quite majestic. Now, Ragnvad here is close-fisted, he's devious and cruel, he is daring and calculated, certainly not somebody you want to be messing around with. All round pleasant guy. We've never actually met him in person, but we've heard he's definitely not a guy you really want to be messing with. Anyway, let me show you a few of the other kingdoms. So, to the very far east of the land, we have the Kuzaks. These guys are a very Mongol type faction. They love fighting on horseback with bow and arrow. Their bows are extremely deadly and they are extremely good at using them. Their land is very, very rich. They have got plenty of horse. If you need horse, this is the place to go. However, it is quite a journey. It is the far end of the island, and I know you guys are thinking, come on, show us the island. We'll show you the island. Let us finish our little tour first, and then you can have a big look. Anyway, let us show you the ruler of the Kuzaks. So this is Monchug, the ruler of the Kuzak faction. We have never met this guy. He's a little bit too far out from where we normally travel. Now I know what you guys are thinking. Sir, that's a very pathetic beard you've got there. Yes, it is. Also, your armour doesn't look like it fits. Does your father know that you wear his armour, sir? Probably not. However, don't let that fool you. This guy is a very powerful man and he has got a very powerful army. However, let's go and have a look at some more kingdoms. Oh, here we are, very down south. This is the desert lands of Calradia. This is bordering the Kuzaks and the Empire, and these are the Azeris. These guys are very powerful. They've got a very rich land, a lot of desert land. These guys also like to use horse and bows, very similar to the Kuzaks. If you want horse and you don't want to go all the way to the Kuzak land, then this is the place to go. Their horse are very powerful horse, and their infantry are incredible as well. These guys are very, very tough. Now, let me introduce you guys and show you the king of the Azeri. There, well, here he is, the king of the Azeri, Yunquid. Very powerful man, very noble man as well, and from what we hear, he's a very nice and polite man. He's good friends with Caladog, the Batanian ruler, so that is something to of course know. And yeah, very pleasant guy. We love your armour, sir, and we also love your beard. Now, he's a calculated and generous man. He's a bit cautious, but hey, in today's world, you have to be cautious, my friend. You know that to be true. Anyway, let us show you the last kingdom. Yes, my friend. Now, if you're thinking, wow, that is a big kingdom. Yes, it is. This is the Empire. These are very powerful. Now, luckily enough, they have recently split off into 3 separate states. The Southern, Western and Northern Empires. Now, these states are all run by separate people. I'll give you a quick background now on each of the people. But let me tell you, the Empire boast some very powerful infantry. And their cavalry are extremely, extremely tough. Let me show you the 3 senates. So, the Northern Empire, this is run by Lucan. He is a very powerful man, very majestic man, sir. You look very proud and very tough. We also like your beard, sir, and your armour looks a hell of a lot better than the bag we're currently wearing. He's a daring man, he's an honest man, bit of a close-fisted man, but hey-ho, there you go. Very pleasant guy. We've never met him. We do know he's a bit, I don't know what the word is, snooty. He looks down on everybody else, but when you're boasting the men and the army he can raise, I guess you would do. Let me introduce you to the other 2 empire states. Now, this is the Southern Empire. This is ran by Raga. Now, she is a lovely lady, and those are some nice gloves you've got on there, my dear. Very pleasant indeed. Now, she's a lovely lady. She's generous and calculated, very pleasant. She is probably the weaker of the three states. However, still, she can host quite an army. Let me show you the last one, the Western Empire. This is the Western Empire. This is the empire state closest to the Vlandian kingdom. This is run by Garios. This guy is a smug. That is a very cheeky face you've got there, sir. Yes, very cheeky. He is a devious, cruel, calculated, daring, and generous man, however. This guy can host some serious infantry, as you guys have been told. We don't really know too much about him. We've never met him in person. We do hear he's not the sort of man you mess around with. Anyway, let us show you, of course, the most important person of all, the King of Landia. Yes, my dear friend, this is the mighty. He doesn't really look that mighty. This is the power. He's not really that powerful. But this is the he's not really that majestic either, to be fair. He's pleasant. He's got very soft hands. Yeah, he's got very soft hands, and he's a lovely guy. He might not look much, because he probably isn't much, but he's okay. All right, he's okay. I know what you guys are all thinking. I know what you're all thinking. You're all thinking, we've seen the mighty Stygian king, the massive chap. We've seen the empire. Those guys looked majestic. Big, majestic guy. We saw the Aserai king. And then what? We've got this guy. This guy here. This old man who looks like he can't even get on a horse, even if you put him on one. However, don't let that fool you. He can host an extremely large army. And Durthert's infantry are reasonably good as well. However, Durthert's knights, his cavalry, heavy armoured knights, they are the best in the land. We really mean that. As you may remember, we haven't spoken for a while, but my dear father, he was a Vlandian knight, and he told me many a story about how strong the Vlandian knight cavalry are. Hopefully, we can reach that status as well, my dear friend. Yes, of course. However, we'll have to wait and see. We're certainly not going to reach that status dressed in these scabby, horrible clothes. So with that being said, let's go make some money. As you can see, we've got 1,000 gold. Now, that's not going to get us very far at all. Now, I know what you guys are thinking, yeah? I know what you're thinking. That's not a majestic beard, Ethelbald. No, it's not. However, he's only 20 years old, and there's plenty of time to grow one. I can promise you guys, his beard will be majestic. Now, I know what else you're thinking. We've seen guys in full armour. Yeah, full armour and everything. And what, we've got a bag held up with a bit of rope holding our pants up. Yes, that is all we have. I know what you guys are thinking, but we're not going to be able to win any fights wearing a bag. No, you're right, we're not. But we do need to make some money so we can get better things, because this bag seriously is not going to stop an arrow. Not at all. Let me also introduce you to our beautiful horse Prancer. Yes, what a majestic steed. Now, Prancer has been with us since we was little and we love him. However, don't get too attached, because we will be selling him as soon as possible. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Hang on, Ethelbald. You've just said he was your childhood friend, your childhood companion. Yes, he is, and he will be until we can sell him and get a better one. It's simple as that. Simple as that. Don't get attached. So, what do we have? Well, we have a shield, which is basically made from a bit of cardboard we found in one of the dung piles. We also have a pointy stick and a sword. That is all we have. I know what you guys are thinking. Yes, we do need to improve, definitely. Let us have a little look in our party. Now, what is a party? A party is our army, our personal army. And our personal army currently is Ethelbald, And that's the party. Yes, I know. We really need some more infantry. We can host 22 men, and currently we don't have 22 men. We will change that, don't you worry, of course. Now, what else? Well, our clan. This is our clan. Our clan is the De Valence clan. Yes, the mighty De Valence clan. Now, we don't have any companions. We've got no friends apart from you, of course. No friends. Our party, as we've said, we've got no caravan, no garrison, no nothing. Fiefs, what about that? We have no towns, we have no castles, we don't own anything apart from the bag we're wearing and the bit of rope. What about workshops, alleys, supporters? No, nothing. What? No, we have nothing, guys. We literally have nothing at all. So let's change that and go and get some stuff, of course. So since we're in Sagot, first place we're going to go is Sagot. There's a couple of people that we know that are in the town. We do know that one of the fellow guys in there does have a problem because he's unable to sell his products. Now, we're not really going to get too involved in that because if he can't sell his products, we're probably not going to be able to sell them either. However, what we are going to do is we're going to head over to the market. Now, the market in Sagot does have quite a lot of things, which is lovely. First thing we're going to do is see if there's anything we can sell. Now, we know that we have a scarf that we're not really using. Also, we have a spare sword, so we're going to get rid of that as well. And what are we going to buy? Well, we're going to buy not grain, because grain is extremely expensive in Sagot. I know, crazy. We're going to buy some meat, and we're going to buy... That's all we're going to buy, ladies and gentlemen. That's all we're going to buy. That's all we need right now. A little bit of meat to tide us over while we go exploring. Yes. So, first places we are going to travel are, of course, Gallioch over here. So we're going to head over to Gallioch, which is a lovely little place. And hopefully we're not going to get absolutely romper stomped by a bunch of crazy looters. Yes, of course. As you can see, we've got King Durther just behind us there. Hello there, mighty king. So we've arrived in Gallioch here. We know there's a couple of townsfolk people here. We do know that we have spoken to a chap here and he needs some tools. Now, we're going to have a little speak with him and see if we can't help him out. However, we do know that tools are quite expensive. So he doesn't think he knows us. No, I don't believe we do know you either, stranger. So we are Ethelbald. Of course we are. So this gentleman here has lived here all his life, working the land as do his kin. A lot of people in the town, the common farmers and craftsmen, they like him to speak for them. Well, that's very pleasant. You look very aggressive, sir. Calm down. So, he's going to remember us. That's very lovely, thank you. We've heard that you need some problem. You've got some problem with tools. So, yes, we do have some problems. The sickness passed through here last month. Praise the heavens, only a few people died. That sounds horrible, sir. But, however, it does appear that they have run out of tools. They are unable to do the work because they have no tools. Now, this sounds absolutely horrible. Please give us some more information, my kind friend. We need 1 tools in 30 days. Okay, we can bring you a hammer, I'm pretty sure. The village is short of gold, so we can make payment with some goods, flax. Okay, well, that seems pleasant enough. Don't worry, we will handle that ourselves, sir. So, what we're going to do is we're going to ask if there's any troops. Now, the guy that we're helping here, he has said, yes, don't worry, we'll give you a man. We'll give you 1 man, but it'll cost you 20 gold. No problem, sir. We will pay you 20 gold for the 1 man. So, we're going to head over to Mott as well. Over here, we're going to see, hopefully, if we can get a few more men, because currently there's just me and this 1 guy. Now, that 1 guy is literally a man with a pointy stick. So, we're going to ask around, is there any troops you can guys spare? Yes, we've got quite a few here. Wonderful. We can give you 4 men, 80 gold, please. Yes, we will take them. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you very, very much, townsfolk. We really, really appreciate it. So, what we're going to do is quickly head over to another town just on our way to Jacqueline. We're going to go to Jacqueline to see if there's any tools there that we can get. We do know that people are already visiting. No, don't buy all the troops, please. Oh, wonderful. We ask around, are there any spare troops? Yes, we can donate some troops. 60 gold, please. No problem. So let's have a quick look at our party. We now have, of course, Ethelbald. Of course, we also have some Vlandian recruits. Now, these guys just have sharp sticks, as you can see, and very cool headgear there. Your armor is about on par with ours, sir. So if we do get into a fight, do not be relying on these guys too much to help out. Of course not. No, no, no. So we're going to head over to Jaculon here. It is getting a bit dark. Hopefully we won't get absolutely stomped by these mountain raiders that are just over there. Hopefully we can get to Jaculon before we get chased by these guys. Wonderful. Once we get to Jaculon, we're going to have a little check for tools. Don't forget we need tools. There's an army of 16 men there. That is quite terrifying. We're going to ask around. Are there any? No, there's no troops available for you here, sir. Okay, that's absolutely terrible. What we're going to do is we have some more mouths to feed now. So we're going to get some more food in on the way. We do know that we can get some grapes. That is lovely. And also, I think that's pretty much all we can get. Tools are extremely expensive, but they're cheap from here. That's probably the cheapest we're going to find them. We're going to buy some linen as well. We are pushing our limit here on what we can actually buy, because things are expensive, of course. So we don't want to be losing money. No, no, no. So we do know that we've spent 300, well, about £400 on the linen and the tools as well. What we're going to do is we're going to pay for that, and we're going to head over. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get away from any danger, because we do know that... Oh, okay, absolutely wonderful. Oh, we have some mountain bandits. No, stay away, please, sir. We're just some harmless travellers. Please don't hurt us. So we're going to head over to Koliak here, and we're going to give this gentleman his... Yes, here we go. Wonderful, sir. We have brought you your tools that you needed. Yes, sir. There's your tools. Enjoy. As promised, we have the payment. Now, this wasn't gold. He didn't give us gold. He gave us some supplies. As you can see, there's a large army there. Oh, maybe one day that'll be us in that army. We will have to wait and find out, of course, of course. So, we're going to head straight over to the trader. We are greatly over our limit here. It is probably the flax that is causing this. This is what payment we got. We can see that the linen is not going to sell for much here at all. That is absolutely terrible. What we're probably going to do is, let's just see. That is not the price we bought the tools for. However, we can't carry it, so we're just going to have to sell it. Yes, we have just lost some money there, ladies and gentlemen. We're very aware of that. So what we're going to do is we're going to head back over to Jaculon here, and we're going to try and get... Well, really, what we need to do is be heading over to Galand and try and... In fact, what we're going to do is we're going to head over to Karas and see if we can't sell what we currently have, the linen, of course, and we might be able to buy some other things from there which might be helpful, as well as visiting a few of the towns, because we do need more than 9 men. Don't forget, we're included in that 9. We only have 8 men. That is not very good at all. However, it's only costing us 16 gold a day, which is not too bad. They don't need paying too much. However, they're not really going to help us too much. So we popped into this little place. Let's have a look. We do know that one of the people here, Vanter, he has asked if we can train some troops. Now, unfortunately, probably not. We're not going to be able to be training any troops, as we can't even train our own good friend. But we may remember and come back if you still need help later on. So we're going to head over to Karas now. As we approach Karas, we have had word that there's a tournament taking place. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Surely, Ethelbald, we're not going to join a tournament when we have no armor or anything. No, we're not. We have asked around. Please, has anybody got any spare men? Yes, loads of people have got some spare men. This is absolutely wonderful. Let us see. Oh, and we are not being able to sell our linen at all. That is terrible. That really is terrible. So what we're going to have to do here is we are probably going to sell our linen anyway and just accept the money loss. And we're going to have a little look at the tournament. Yes, let's have a little walk around the arena and have a little look. So We do know that the preparations have been made. Let's have a look. So we do know that 3 lords with renowned fighting skills are in the city who plan on entering the tournament. This is absolutely terrifying. We are probably not going to win this, but hell, we might as well go for it anyway. So who have we got? Well, we do know that we have somebody from the forest people. These are a small clan. We have a chap, a nobleman here. So this guy, Undulf. So we're just going to call you Dulf, pal. So Dulf here, as you can see, he is extremely heavily armoured. Oh my god, this is not very pleasant at all. His skills are also extremely powerful. This guy is very, very tough. So let's hope to God and see how well we do. So first one is a knight. Oh, good shot there, sir. Well done, Ethelbald. You can do it, my dear friend. And we managed to catch his horse there. Oh, we've got him. We've got him. Oh, we killed his horse. Please don't stab us. Oh, he's got us. No, one more of them and we're done for. This is terrible. Oh, he's got our horse. No. Oh, his armor. His armor. Oh, and he's down. Yes, we are victorious. We are victorious, my dear friend. Excellent. We do manage to qualify to the next round. So we're going to skip through these and see if, yes, okay, Dulf there has qualified as well. That could be quite tough if we have to end up fighting him. So this it looks like another horse one. Oh, and we've managed to catch his horse. Really, what we want to be doing is actually catching him in the face. That was a hit on his horse again. He has a sword in his hand. This is pretty bad. Feel the wrath of our pointy sticks, sir. Try and get some distance so we can charge him. Oh, he did manage to get our horse there. Luckily enough, this isn't our horse Prancer. Oh, he hits us with the sword. No. Oh, and he's down. How would you like those apples, sir? Wonderful. Your armour did not even compare to ours. The mighty bag. Oh dear. So, the next round, we really have got a trouble here. Of course, Dulf is our opponent. Really, what we want to be trying to do is maybe focusing on him first. In fact, we can see they really do have quite a lot of heavy armour there. Oh, I've just killed our dear friend there. This is not looking good, ladies and gentlemen. This is not looking good at all. Oh, can the shield survive? Can we survive? Please. Oh, that's one down. That's one down. No, my God, don't put your... Oh, my God, he put his shield. What was you doing? What was you doing, my friend? Oh, my goodness. So, that is a very damn shame. We could have maybe beat him there if we didn't accidentally screw up in panic and put our shield away. That was not very pleasant at all. However, it was worth a try. We did have a little go, and yeah, we know that we didn't do as bad as we originally thought. Now, our skills, we have unlocked an extra skill point here. This means we can focus on something a little bit more. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to focus on our vigor, which is going to help with our polearm. What else are we going to focus on? Well, we want our trade. So basically, the more we trade here, the more learning we're going to get. Now, we could unlock any of these things. We probably want so that our profits, we don't have to pay a penalty. People will be more susceptible for us to trade with them. We could carry more as well. There's plenty of things. All of these are plenty of things to unlock. Just to give you guys a quick heads up, riding, we've currently already unlocked one for riding, which is full speed, which gives us a charge damage when we go into combat on our noble steed. Of course, Prancer. We love Prancer. So there we go. That was a damn shame we didn't manage to go any further in the tournament. But hey ho, it is what it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to head straight over to Vezin here, because we definitely want to try and get some more infantry if we can. Don't forget, we can host a lot more men. We can host 22 men. So, wonderful. These guys have some more men. Now, we pack in a little bit more now. Yes, these guys are still absolute garbage, but maybe we can do something and hopefully we can improve them and upgrade them and get them some better armor. We need better armor as well, but in order to get better armor, we need money, yes. So what we're going to do is we're going to head over to Galend here. Now, Galend, we know from rumor has it that they have got some sheep that are pretty cheap over there. So we're going to head over there and fingers crossed we can buy some cheap, pretty cheap, and then head back over and sell them at Jacqueline as well as Sargot. Fingers crossed we can do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to head straight over to Jacqueline here, and we're just going to rest up there as, we do not want to be fighting a bunch of angry sea raiders at all. This could be very, very bad. Fingers crossed. Oh, there's an army of 16 there. Oh, thank you, sir. I don't know who you are. Thumund. Thank you. Oh. Wonderful. Here we are. Let's see if you guys got any troops for us, please. Please, we desperately need some. There are a lot of angry people out there. Yes, don't worry. We've got some troops for you, noble traveller. Wonderful. Here we are. We are here eventually, thank God. So we're going to go straight over to the trade. We do know that we need some food desperately. We're going to get some fish. We're going to get some olives, and we're going to get some grain as well. Now, the more food variety we have, the more our friends, our army, are going to appreciate it, and they're going to fight more hard. Of course, that's what we want. We want them to have high morale, otherwise we really may be in trouble. So here are the sheep. We're going to get ourselves 5 sheep. What else have we got that might be able to sell for reasonably well? We know hides are pretty cheap. We're going to get a few of them. And what else could we possibly get? I think that is about it that we can get. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we can sell these and make a small profit. If not, we are in serious trouble, ladies and gentlemen. So what we're going to do is we are going to head over to Jacqueline. But before we do that, we're going to head over to Gallen again. And we're going to rest for the night. Of course, guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you guys are getting right into this and you're thinking, oh, yes, let's go and sell the sheep. Then we can get some armor. We can get better spear. I mean, we can get some seriously good equipment here, guys. You've seen some of the equipment that we can buy. And we will as soon as we can get enough money. And we can host a lot more than 22 men. Yes, you saw the army of 300 men. We could be leading 300 men. We could be in the army. We have seen Durtha raise over 1,000 men before. Just imagine being in there, one of the cavalry, 1,000 men riding next to us. This is all coming up in the following episodes, guys. So definitely join in on episode 2. It is coming up. Keep your eyes open for it. Until then, we'll catch you next time, guys. We love you. We'll see you soon.